Welcome back to Alpha Bravo Media. You're taking photos wrong. You just got the camera, you're excited to use it, so you line up your friends against the wall, smile, cheese. No, this is wrong. It's not wrong, okay? It's not wrong. There's a lot of different creative ways you can take photos, of course, yes, but there are ways you need to know, there's things you need to know that's going to make your photos come out better. This is what we're gonna be talking about in today's video. It's very simple, very short, very quick. This is the simple concept. When your camera is focusing on something, for example, imagine this, the camera is like this, you're gonna go right here, you're focusing on me. If you're focusing on something close, more likely all the things behind it are gonna get blurry. Because when you focus on me, the focus keeps going around, you see how it kind of crosses, so things in the background are gonna get blurry. So to get that nice blur when you're taking portraits of your friends, your family, your clients, whoever, there's two big factors affecting this. One is the aperture, right? So if right now I just reduce my aperture and it gets brighter because the hole is bigger, aperture, so that it's now f2.8, so my background's gonna get blurrier. If I increase my aperture, now that we're at f10, everything is very sharp now. Everything is very sharp and the hole is smaller. The smaller the hole, hold on guys, this guy coming around. I gotta wait for him to go by now. All right. So as you can see, as I turn up the aperture, things get brighter, the hole gets bigger, whatever, right? The hole gets bigger, so there's less depth of focus, meaning the focus range of a lower aperture number, like 2.8, 1, the smaller the number, the smaller the range of focus. So for example, from here, you'll have a range of focus between here and here. Very short distance, right? It's obviously probably not that much because my camera is auto-focusing on me, but that's the range. If I increase my aperture to, let's say, f10, f11, f20, the range is gonna be between a focus. Let's say we're only focusing on one spot, manual focus, right? From here to here. Okay, so maybe it's not that drastic. But the point is, the higher the aperture, the bigger the number, the more range, depth of focus. That's one of the factors affecting that background blur to your photos. The second one, the most important one for any lens, because some lenses can't go down to f2.8 or 1.4 or 1. Whatever. Those lenses are expensive. So how can you make your photos look better without these expensive lenses? The distance between your subject and the background, that is also going to increase the blur. If I am standing against the wall, there is zero distance between the subject and the background. So when the camera is focusing on your subject, most likely the background is going to be in focus because there's no distance between the subject and the background. So if you increase the distance between the subject and the background, you give them space, you make the subject walk forward, there's a nice beautiful wall with a painting or mural behind it, but you don't want it to be fully in focus, just a little blurry to give it some depth. Move your subject in front, move him forward, move her forward, bring them out, say come forward, then take the photo. And try to keep your aperture low. Because when you're focusing on the subject, right? You're focusing on the subject right here, you're following me, right? You're focusing on the subject. The further the distance to the background, the more blurry it's gonna become. This is the easiest trick anyone can do for their camera, their phone, any kind of photography. This is how it works. When you're focusing on something, increase the distance between the subject and the background, please. I beg of you. It's a little story time. We went to Georgia. We went to Atlanta, we went to Columbus, Ohio, we went to Michigan. And when we went to some of these group events, whatever, collaborations, there are many people there. I see some other photographers, some people, maybe just people taking their phone cameras. How badly do I want to go up to them and tell them, please, just move the subject out a little bit, your photo will look much better. They're gonna say, wow, I want you to succeed. So give this a try, okay? Go ahead and give this a try, guys, anytime with your phone camera, if you do. Your new camera, your brand new camera, whatever, any lens, lower the aperture and increase the distance from the subject to the background. Your portrait's gonna come out a lot nicer. If you learned anything from this video, please hit the like, hit the subscribe button. I'm gonna have a lot more videos coming out, God willing, and we're gonna be teaching, we're gonna be educating, we're gonna be learning new tips and tricks, and it's gonna be coming at a bigger pace, inshallah, God willing. If you have any other questions you wanna know about photography, videography, leave a comment in the description below. Leave a comment in the below area down there. See, you can just scroll. Oh, you've probably been scrolling looking for comments the whole video. That's fine too. I do that. I like to see what people got to say. Any other tips you guys want to know, or you actually, no, you wouldn't know the tips. I'm the one supposed to be giving the tips. Anyway, we're gonna have more tips. If you got any tips for other viewers, let us know, all of us. Or if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. I wanna have a conversation with you guys. See you guys in the next video. Appreciate you for tuning in.